Coach O said something that kind of stopped the room. He was asked about Burrows' influence on not only the team this year, but the program in general. And he said that as far as he's concerned, Joe Burrow is one of the top 5 most important, he used the word recruits, but I think he probably meant players in the history of the program. And the reason that he felt that way is because he completely rewrote the definition of LSU football, he being Joe Burrow, with the way he's come in this season and run Joe Brady's offense. Of course, it's historic numbers. He's already broken the touchdown passing record here at LSU in basically half the season. We saw him play here last year, and it was much more of a management style role. And then you bring Brady in with a thick playbook and really hands that to Joe Burrow and says, hey, man, here's your playground. Go see what you can do.
I think it's going to be a heck of a game. No, I really do. I mean, I think it's one of those all-out brawls between two teams that have kind of adapted each other's philosophy. Alabama did kind of the change of the offensive guard a few years back. Now LSU's copied that. But essentially, when Nick Saban got to Alabama in 2007, he copied LSU's blueprint. So these two teams have kind of been in a kind of a constant tug of war. Yeah. The problem is now LSU's always played with one arm tied behind their back because of the style of offense that they played with. However, this year, now that they've come into the 21st century, you think it's a much more even playing field with how they're playing on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, I think something else too, G. Something else lends to this game that we haven't said in a while. These are not elite defenses, right? Think about this game, and through the years we've talked about how dominant Alabama defense is, how dominant LSU defense is. These are two defenses coming in now that have given up things that they don't normally give up. Mm-hmm. And I think that makes for a more interesting storyline when you look at the way these offenses have developed. So I know everybody's going to talk about Joe Burrow and Tua and these receivers and how prolific these offenses has been. I really believe it's going to come down to who defense performs the best, right? And I know that's like generalistic term, and it'll be more defined when you start talking about turnovers, who can get off the field on third down, who can create some negative plays, batted balls, small little hidden things in games. Both of you and I played in huge games like this, and we know that those hidden plays when you get into the film room on Sunday or Monday are the ones that are really prevalent in a win and a loss. It'll be interesting to see who makes them.
Could it be something as simple as what if we see a 100% Joe Burrow versus an 80% Tua Tagovailoa? We're not going to know exactly what percentage he's at if he's playing in this game. I have to imagine Tua does everything he can to play in this game. But what if for some reason we see Mac Jones for a couple of series? Is it game over at that point? Because I kind of think it might be.
Well, of course. I mean, you want to be at 100%. I think Tua's going to play. I'd be shocked if he didn't. We'll speculate on that all week. We won't be the first or the last show that discusses whether or not Tua is going to be available. But what I would say is that knowing that LSU so far has not been a real frightening team in regards to pass rush, I just am not that concerned about Tua's effectiveness because I don't think he's going to have to move around a whole lot. It's going to be quick hitters, going to be quick RPOs, going to be pre-snap decisions, and it's going to get to the receivers in space and early so they have a lot of time to negotiate when run after catch. So I think it's going to be a cat and mouse game, and a lot of it's going to be predicated pre-snap based on the looks that these defensive coordinators show these quarterbacks because both these quarterbacks are really cerebral and can diagnose quickly.
Is this the game of the year?
Surtain, Fulton, freaking Stingley. Watch them.
Yeah.
Watch them. Whoever has the best game.
I think it's not going to be as high scoring as everyone thinks. I think like race to 30 wins it. I really see it that way. I mean, I don't see like 50 to 48. I just don't see it that way. I think race to 30 wins it. First one there. You got a dub.
It's going to be the most ground and pound aggressive game I think we've seen all year.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.